Extra Space has been buying properties since the very beginning, 1977, where Ken Woolley started the firm, and we've been doing it ever since.
Over the past 5 years, we've done just shy of $19 billion in acquisitions, and that ranges from our large merger with Life Storage to transactions that are below $10 million.
We're investing all the time in a variety of markets. When interest rates are high, interest rates are low, we're still buying properties. Extra Space is data-driven, and we like to buy assets that are in markets that we're already invested in. The reason for that is because we've got a lot of good data.
Some of the things that we consider when we're purchasing an asset is population density, population growth, and saturation.
Within a 3 mile, we want 75,000 in population, 75,000 in household income, and then the building itself, net rentable area of 75,000 square feet. If we're kind of within those parameters, it could be a good fit for Extra Space.
Our company's not afraid to innovate in the way we grow, and we're going to grow in a way that's prudent to the current market conditions.
The industry has changed a lot because the industry's matured. You have a lot more institutional investors that are interested because they've figured out that this is a really good investment opportunity. It's durable, has great cash flow,
which has changed the acquisition landscape and made it more competitive. But as the landscape gets more competitive, we have to be on top of our game to be the best in the industry.
One of our values is teamwork. On the acquisition team, it's very much a team. When we're valuing an asset, we talk to our operations team. We reach out to the district manager. We reach out to our DVPs. We get their input on the properties, and we get a better understanding how these properties are operating. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What's the CapEx that we have to spend on it? And together we're all working to figure out what is the best structure or what's the best valuation that works for Extra Space.
And integrity is really the backbone of everything we do. We want to make sure that we're producing realistic and honest projections that are prudent to our shareholders. And we also want to be fair to the seller and make sure that they're getting the value out of the property.
The most important thing is closing. Showing up at closing and funding on time. We do that.
We don't have to worry about getting a loan in order to close, so sellers know we're going to close.
What distinguishes us from other groups is optionality. And that optionality is when an owner comes to us and they want to sell a property, we'll first look at it as an acquisition. And then if it doesn't work as an acquisition, we'll look at, can we do a bridge loan?
Through the bridge loan program, we can grow the asset and provide the owner with some cash flow up front.
And a bridge loan for an owner allows them to keep the upside. And then there's the option of us just managing the property. And management, what we can do for them is we can grow the revenue, create additional value, and then when they're ready to sell, we'll have that conversation again.
We've had several properties go through the life cycle of being managed by us and then getting a bridge loan from us and then us later buying the asset.
The operations team is a critical component of the valuation for self-storage. This is why Extra Space created the Management Plus platform. We can get more data, better understand how properties are operating, cut and reduce expenses, maximize our revenue, and create greater value for ourselves, our shareholders, and those that we manage for.
When you assess the value of a property that's been in a joint venture for several years, you can really get a great appreciation for the value creation that's been made possible by our operations team. And being on the acquisitions team, you're usually always focused on the next opportunity, but these transactions allow you to step back and really appreciate the value that's created by this company. And that then gets transferred to our shareholders as well as our partners.
One of the great things about storage is it's very durable compared to other property types. The economy can be down and office can be dropping, people are vacating, but those 30-day leases that we have, they're great. People move in, they move out.
Because we have short-dated leases, we can change pricing quickly and adapt to the market.
And when you look at how self-storage is performed long-term, it's more durable than any investment class that's out there.